that, and actually I would favor Ember a little bit because Void Spirit has no way to break the shield.
Slark alive. March will be pulling the lane back. And the most important thing is that they get levels on the bottom lane. Nice arrow on March.
Face judgment.
He can't man fight him at the moment. 60 damage from a trophy aura.
I mean, and do you think we'll be seeing a Void Spirit Aghanims in this one?
Not necessarily a first item, but Yule Scepter to set things up with Ether Remnant, and second item Aghanims is fine. Thames, he got caught.
Yeah, he's going to be picked off, trying to stop some of this farm coming out. He's got his Fade Bolt up in another 5 seconds if he wants to go the extra cheeky play, but it's going to cost him his life, maybe? Will that Fade Bolt be able to reduce the damage enough? No, it's the Illuminate that comes through.
4 points in Cleave to increase the farming, also just finish his Mask of Madness. I think Adroit's lineup relies so much on Sven. Like, Ember Spirit can scale, but this Sven he needs to pop off, and they are on the timer right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Speaking of a timer, Anna, permanent agility, getting those stacks start to build up, just at 1 so far, but it's only a matter of time, you feel. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Boomy, he's getting gone on a little bit, has to use all 3 of his leaps, and Mel's still able to get the pick off anyway as well. At the same time, KP takes out the tower on the top side, so...
Mix around look dumb twice in a row.
No, it's like, it was nerfed damage-wise by like 10, but they also upped the crit by 10%. And as we're talking, and fight's happening right outside the Roche pit, Mel, he's in a little bit of trouble, having to pop the Stampede to be able to make him live, but they decided just to back off for now.
The cost increased by 200, that's the nerf.
Also that, yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't build into blood.
Limited, like relying on Sven to run in and use a stun or just chains or Sacred Arrow is really not a good way to start a fight. Prepare your hypest hype.
Yeah, he's leading into it, uses the stun onto the Chen, doesn't really do all that much against it though. They catch a lot of people in the Pit of Malice, get all of the heals off as well, and Sven, he's already down at 25% HP. He could get picked off if he's not too careful. You got KP running in, they already used the Stampede, and Ocarino, he's going to try and bring his team away with the Dark Rift. Will they catch everyone?
Whoa,
no, Natsby goes down just beforehand. Oh, trying to get him just on the edge there, but wasn't quite able to, and
can go in, but there's no real follow-up. You can try to use the chains to keep someone in place. Underlord with the Pit of Malice, Road of Aethos, but like they don't want to be in the front lines against this Slark. And I love the build on Anna. Straight into the Fused Blade, no shenanigans, no drums, going for BKB. He knows that there's no real threat for him once he gets a BKB, unless he decides to man fight against the Sven.
Yeah. TNC? No, not quite. I thought they were grouping up for an express purpose, but actually they're going to be the ones getting caught out here. Arrow combo together. Yeah, but don't have the follow-up on it, and if anything, Anna's the one chasing in. He actually gets pushed out of the Pit of Malice, and could he live because of it? Great stun coming out from KP, catching on to Bok, as well as this Mirana here, and they'll both get picked up. That's more permanent agility for Anna. He's going to continue the chase, following up after them. There's the Yule Scepter coming in clutch. Yeah, hits onto Mac as well, and he wants more. KP, he's moving forward, ready with his Blink Dagger. Will he be able to catch out the Keeper of the Light? Go on to the high ground as well. He reveals himself, he might.
Clark didn't even pop the ulti. Chen still had the ulti ready to heal him up if needed.
Felt a little bit disconnected there with some of the stuff being used onto Ana, you know, throwing the arrow without the rest of his team there. Just didn't feel like the efficient play.
Once again, they missed the combo. Aethos into arrow, missed.
And now they're going to connect onto 2 with this, is that a stolen Pit of Malice? It is, so it's quite a lot of lockdown now on TNC's side.
Oh, Essence Ring. That's a very good item.
Here we go, they're going in again onto this Ember Spirit, and that magic block won't save you now. They're chasing onto Bokarina as well. He's not like a Centaur, he can't just pop his ultimate and run away. He's going to get caught out by the rest of the team. Tim's, of course, contributing a lot to the team fight with that Fade Bolt right at the end.
And this game just feels over. It even felt over, as I said before, the Clash, considering the lineup that Adroit has at the moment and what the TNC has. Like, they're superior in every single role at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, did you feel like they needed something along the lines of a 4-star or something else that allows the Sven to actually move around in these team fights when he gets caught out?
I think it's just the composition of the team, who does what. You have these two supports, Keeper of the Light and Mirana. None of them have guaranteed stun. It's really hard to gank if you don't have a setup for Mirana early on. Like, there's no Shadow Demon, there's nothing to set things up for him, and now they smoke.
AP, he doesn't want anything to do with this. He says, I gotta come in, I gotta disrupt all this. They will get the experience coming through, and KP's kind of caught out on his own. They're going to combo it together with the arrow, finally getting some semblance of communication on the team. Will they get KP? They will. They're able to pop off the healing hand as well onto the rest of the team, so TNC are pretty ready to fight, but in the meantime, they're able to get most of the people away with that Dark Rift, and Mac, he looks like he's going to be reasonably healthy.
Ground when there's a siege creep unit approaching.
Well, with no Sven ulti, is that Roche time, or would you actually be pushing the high ground?
Double damage on Void Spirit, they could go for a high ground.
Yeah,
they kind of lack the tower damage unless Centaur pops the Retaliate. He has 13 charges and he can slowly siege, but seems like they're indecisive whether they want to go for high ground or Roche. A lot of time wasted.
Yeah. I think it was kind of a necessary death there on the Ember Spirit, just pushing the wave out enough so that they're not able to pressure that high ground just yet. It means that when he's up, the Sven ultimate will be as well. 10 seconds left on it. So, gives them some sort of chance, but that Aegis, it's going the way of the, you would assume, Ana. No, looks like Armel's going to be the one that takes it.
Seems like they don't think Slark can die.
Deep. I love this. They probably just told him, look, just dive in. We'll be able to save you every single time.
Oh, he gets him with the Orchid.
Yeah.
Burn. Gigi. I don't know, I stopped. I stopped watching those movies. Sven, Superman, he's in.
Well, Superman could be super dead pretty soon. There's no backup. Ooh, that was close.
Hey, he's super tanky, 3000 HP.
Trying to go again onto this Centaur. No arrow this time just yet to be able to combo him down. Here comes the arrow right at the end, and they're going to be able to pick off KP. So that's another 50 seconds that they've bought themselves, and I'm sure that Natsumi's going to maybe try and farm up that BKB, but not quite. They're actually trying to continue the aggression straight away.
Dissimulate? Ah, he couldn't get it.
Well, it's only the Aegis though, and they've got the rest of the team backing him up now. Ana, he's here on the back line, ready to try and get some essence stacks up onto Buccarino. He's just whacking away as much as he can, and that's a lot stolen. He rotates straight away through onto Mac, and he pops.
I mean, that's a buyback from a Centaur. Not sure that was even needed. He would be out in 20 seconds. Has Pipe Stampede ready now, just wants to throw the body in front. Sven will have ulti in 2 seconds, so this is the time where they want to take this fight. If they lose the Raxes, they will be crippled.
Yeah. Still another 25 seconds until not only the high ground defense of the Underlords there, but also just the damage reduction that comes through. Forced to pop the glyph there, so no creep wave there, but just want to make sure that that Rax can live for a bit longer, but doesn't look like it'll make that much of a difference. Melee Rax goes down, and TNC, they extend their lead. Building up into the Skadi now, so making himself that much tougher to kill. Fight happening in the mid lane, and Ana is not there, so that Stampede may be used for Centaur to get away, but it could just as well been used to give Ana a little bit of time to get to the team fight. Though now they've gone in on this Void Spirit. He gets a nice Resonant Pulse away, but be enough to be able to live. Ana, he misses his pounce, but he's going to be able to do a ton of damage through. Great stun coming out from KP to be able to knock down 2. But Ana catches that arrow as well. No one's dying. What is happening right now? This isn't Sea Dota.
Okay, let's go back, kill 2 people, so we can be satisfied. The only one who died is Void Spirit. KP, he understands how much damage.
Or creating space for the rest of his team to come into it, because you can see Ember Spirit, he's well behind. Speaking of people being behind though, KP caught behind enemy lines, and Slark, He's just
Oh.
in the middle of this Pit of Malice.
He's cliffed. They forced him on the high ground, but drag him down.
They drag him down. Was that the right play though? He's able to now get away, popping his BKB, using the Superman launch through onto the creep wave. He'll be able to live for now. Slark, he's continuing to chase through. Still got that bottle charge on the Void Spirit if they're trying to get a bit more damage through with the illusions. And well, Slarky jumps through onto the Ember Spirit. This is the team fight that never
nice
ends.
stun from
KP jumps
KP
through
again.
onto him. The Will-O-Wisp coming out a little bit too late, catching him with 2 inside the Pit of Malice as well. But the sustain on TNC is absolutely insane. Still a minute until this Ember Spirit's going to become back online. Sven goes down, dead for a minute. Boccarino, him as well, 50 seconds. Henri's going to pounce onto this Mirana, and that could be GG right there.
Slark is way too tanky. Like, he can go in, do whatever he wants. He knows that they will back him up. Almost 3,000 HP with 39 armor. So even if Sven starts hitting him, like, there's no way they